Yes, 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 people. Quick thing. Coaches Corner and Waffle TV. It is the honest rival show. Yes, people. It's me, Abs in the building. Coach Corner can't be here today, but we're gonna do our thing anyway. We're gonna do our thing anyway. Anyway, people. Without further ado, big up to everyone as well in the building. Make sure you smash the likes when you come into my show, into our house, me and Coach's Corner, me and Hannah's house. Anyway, let's start the show. Hope everyone's having a good week. Well, it's only Tuesday, but it's all good, people. So let's make this exciting today. So let's go with, who should we start with? Let's start with the Leicester Spurs game yesterday. So Leicester won, Tottenham Hotspur won. Let's bring this up here. Okay. So we're going to talk about this game. Let me share the screen. Been a lot of good football. Well, I would say half decent football over the weekend. I don't think there was a game that really excited me, to be honest. But maybe because I'm getting old, I'm boring. So let's start with the Leicester Spurs game. Quite exciting start for Spurs. I was expecting Spurs to do the business, yesterday with Solanke, Maddison, and Son, new front line. They had quite a decent first team starting. But the theme of the day is a lot of teams are getting to about 67 minutes and they're just burnt out already. Second half. So first half, Spurs were just cooking, possession, had the ball, just sorting, passing around. So yeah, they seem to be sourcing quite a bit, passing around, popping the ball around. Maddison on it. Maddison as well, for me, is a very good player, but he just hasn't got the fitness levels. 67 minutes and then, he usually goes missing. I think he's a bit like a Smith Rowe, not in terms of like his play, but in terms of his like stamina and no, he just can't last the whole game. So yeah, Spurs got their first goal. Good goal by Porro, ball in from the right. Maddison, nice little curling. They were threatening anyway before that. Anyway, with Solanke as well. He had a header, straight to the goalkeeper. And yeah, ball in from Maddison on the right, just inside the right, just outside the box. And yeah, Porro, nice little glancing header, 1-0. So at this point now, you're thinking, okay, Spurs look good. Popping the ball around, doing this, doing that. But this is Tottenham Hotspur, by the way. And Spurs will always show their true colours, like the true Tottenham Hotspur players do, and their fans. So, second half now, completely different game. Leicester just started getting on it, man. Just chances. Then all of a sudden, Mr. Vardy, 38-year-old, comes on. Different game. His movement is brilliant. His movement in the box is brilliant. His pace, he's lost a bit of pace, obviously, but this is Jamie Vardy now. And he got his equaliser. Very good goal, by the way. Nice little header. Similar to the first goal for Spurs, but on the other side and probably closer to the goalkeeper. But that was a good header. Both teams could have nicked it at the end. Vardy had another chance where he hit it with his left foot just inside the box, and it was a tame shot, and keeper was able to get to that. But Richarlison as well, great chance to win the game. All he had to do is a little glance header, too much power again, and if you could see Big Ange, he was just like bending down, like just in dismay because he couldn't believe Richarlison missed that chance. But I believe that Deji was saying that Brentford, they drew against Brentford last season and he went on to win, I think 9 games in a row or something like that to get top. They was positioned at the top. However, this is a big test for Ange as well, and I'm not going to talk too much about Tottenham, but you get second season syndrome, and for me, Ange has to win something this season, or he has to come close to winning something. Could be a FA Cup, could be a Energy Cup or something. He has to get into the top 4. He has to have one of those things this season, because if he doesn't achieve any of that, I think he's going to be gone. I think he'll be gone. There's a lot of pressure on the Spurs managers to actually win something, because they don't win anything. So a lot of pressure on Ange this season. He's brought in a couple of players, but I still think they probably need like a centre midfielder. Really bad injury to Bentancur, during the game. I think it was a head clash. Hope he's all right. He did get up and walk away, but just, praying that he's all right. He should be all right. I think Ange said he was all right. But generally, Spurs don't really have anything on the bench. They bought on a couple of youngsters that, they bought on Jed Spence. Who's that other guy they bought on? I can't remember the name of his name. But say it. What's his name? I can't remember the actual name, but it's a youngster. He was the actual guy that it was him and Solanke actually that left their man for the cross to come in and for Vardy to have his header in. So yeah, that game was a decent game, to be honest. It wasn't too bad, it wasn't too shabby, but for me going forward, I think Spurs, they need to really win their next few games to build confidence, to gain confidence, because no one wants to not win on their first game. All right, they didn't lose, but it kind of felt like a loss in the end. So based on that, we move on. So let's go on to the next game. Who was the next game? Who's the next game? Let me see. There you go. The Vardy and the 1-0. Yeah, look, 37 years, 7 months and 8 days. Yeah, dumping on you, man. Right, let's go to the next game. So let's go to the Sunday games. So let's start with the Man City and Chelsea game. Now, this game was a weird game for me. It had a lot of potential. And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't watching this game like really hard, to be honest. It wasn't a game that I was like fixated on. Both teams looked very good. I felt, Chelsea looked decent in the first half. But I was thinking, why didn't Neto start? Why did he not start? This game for me is about, Chelsea not taking their chances. Because if Chelsea had taken their chances, there could have been a very possibility that they could have drawn this game or even won it. Because Man City just just held it. You know, they just remained solid. And you know, you had Jackson, Action Jackson, just, you know, he can't finish. He couldn't finish his dinner, to be honest. And then Kunku, you know, Nkunku, I don't know what he was doing. You know, he just couldn't get past past the defender. You know, I just didn't feel that. You know, I just didn't get that belief from Chelsea. You know, and I wish Hannah was here because I'll be cooking him right now. But then again, losing to the best team in the league, you know, I'll give you a little squeeze for today. But yeah, Chelsea still need a forward. Yeah, they still need a forward. Palmer as well. You know, he got marked out of the game. He didn't really contribute much. And it was just solid. City was just solid. You know what I mean? Haaland, you know, done Cucurella, dumped him on the ground. Nice little goal, nice little chip over the goalkeeper. And Kovacic, right near the end, we just ran through and just say, you know what? I'm going to go and score a goal. Keeper though, Sanchez, what a bum. What is he doing? Terrible goalkeeping, you know. And what's he doing in goal? What's happened to the other guy, Petrovic? Is he injured or something? Because that guy you got in goal is a bum, yeah. For him not to save that chance, yeah, sorry, he needs to save that. He needs to save that goal. So for me, yeah, Chelsea looked all right, but I can see a lot more games like that where Chelsea are just going to be inconsistent. There's going to be games where Chelsea look really good, but there's going to be games where I think, you know, they're just going to be just off, because I don't think Maresca is going to know his first 11 for probably a few weeks. You know, he's got about 600 players that he's training at the moment. So, you know, his mindset must be like, oh, that guy looks good in training. Then, like, you know, next week, you know, 300 more players look good in training, and he's just got to whittle that down to, like, you know, 11 men on the pitch. So I don't know. Maybe he needs to, you know, ask their barbers or the people that plait their hair, you know, who's the most patient when it comes to plaiting their hair, or I don't know who doesn't scream when they plait their hair. But for me, Chelsea, yeah, it's still the first game. So as I said, my prediction is that Chelsea will finish fourth anyway. So I think they will start to pick up results next few games. I do think they will get into a flow at some point, and I really think they will be dangerous at some point. So I'm not doubting Chelsea at the moment. But I wanted to see Neto yesterday, man, and I was a bit disappointed Neto didn't start. Maybe he's injured. Who knows? Anyway, Chelsea fans says big up Abs. NS Sport and TV says hi. Big up. Chelsea fans is sub to both channels. This is what you need to do, people. If you're fresh and you're on Hanno's channel, subscribe to me. If you're fresh from my channel, go and subscribe to Hanno, because this is our show. This is both of our shows, yeah? Just that I'm repping and he's sleeping right now, because you know what? I'm the big boy in this. Chelsea fans says big up Nippon. Same old Spurs, yeah. Hanno, anyone wants to hop on, send me a message. It's up to them. It's all good. I can run this show for hours. You know me, guys. I can do a 10-hour show just chatting. You know that. Big up to my main man, Chris Welsh in the building. He says, big up, mate. Hope you well. Make sure you go and subscribe to Big Chris in the building. I see Chris. I see you're lining up some watch-alongs, bro. I'll be interested. Chelsea fans says, big up Hannah in the chat. I hope you're doing good. Chris Welsh says, can't take the Spurs out of Tottenham. Spurs dominated the first half, but wasted chances and got punished in the second half for it's not a good result for Spurs against awful Leicester team. Yeah, 100%. Spurs defense is terrible. Always a car crash. Porro couldn't defend nothing, mate. He's terrible defender. Good going forward, but terrible defensively. Even Romero, wow. For that goal, he just like, he just walked away like, oh, do you know what? Let me just go and have a little walk in the park. And then just, yeah, it's terrible. Porro and Udogie suit a back three with them as wing backs, as bad as a back four exposed badly. Yeah, that high line is going to be the death of Ange. I'm telling you. Yeah, he's not going to survive the whole season with that high line, mate. I agree. Tottenham in top four or cup this season. Leicester only quality was a 37-year-old Vardy. Manchester City didn't have to get out of second gear. Training session for them. I do agree. Man City was a better team. Man City, Lavia was the best player. Lavia was decent. I rate Lavia. I think Lavia is going to be a very good player. He has to prove his fitness this season, though. Chelsea asked for Michael Jackson, but what Nicholas Jackson? At least Michael could get on target and stay on side. We need new centre backs. Chelsea need to stop signing players. It's stopping them from progressing. We need a world-class forward. João Felix, Muller, and Joe Failer. When Bowley came in, all Chelsea needed was a good goalkeeper and striker. So they wasted it on other positions. Maresco will be gone before Santa does his job. If there was a crash of the F1 in the game, Romero is behind the wheel. Excellent, excellent, brilliant stuff. Anyway, let's move on to Brentford versus who did Brentford play? Brentford played Crystal Palace. This is another game that I was kind of like one eye focused and one eye off this game. Brentford look quite decent actually. Obviously their defense isn't that great, but I think they looked all right. And Wissa is coming into his own. I have to, Wissa is a very good player, decent finisher, he's quite strong. Him and Burmo seem to be getting a nice little partnership. They've had that nice little partnership from last season, from when Tony got that ban. They've kind of held the team together with the likes of that midfield guy. I can't remember his name. Is it Yulson or I can't remember his name, but they've got a few decent players in Brentford, that are decent. So very good result. I'm very disappointed with Palace, by the way. I thought Palace were coming to do big things. Eze's free kick, by the way, wow. I don't know why that didn't count, but his free kick was nuts. The way that he shot that and that went in, that was just freak. But yeah, Brentford, they've done their thing, They've done, the bus stop, they scored, they got their result, and yeah, they done pretty well. That's a good 3 points for them as well, because they're fighting for 3 points every week, Brentford, yeah. And they've got some good little players. Once that Brazilian forward comes into the team, I don't know what he's like, then they'll be half decent. But for me, Palace, bit of a letdown yesterday. I was expecting Palace to do some big things yesterday, but Big Frank, he done the job, and fair play to them. So, well done to Brentford anyway. But anyway, moving on to the Saturday games quickly. Anyway, I haven't even spoken about man of the matches, but I can't remember half of the teams that played, to be honest. So let's move on to who's the next game. So Saturday games, right? So moving on to Ipswich versus Liverpool on the Saturday game. So I actually watched this game. Do you know what? I thought Ipswich started very well, I thought Ipswich started very well. But the thing is with Ipswich and the thing is with Liverpool is that Liverpool have a goalkeeper called Alisson. And you have to do a hell of a lot to score past that guy. Trying to shoot outside the box against arguably the best goalkeeper in the world, or you could say that is the best goalkeeper in the world, is nuts, because you're not going to score past him. They had a few chances, but every time this was like and we're going to the Man United game. It's just like the Man United game. if you haven't got the quality in front, if you haven't got the quality up top, then teams like Liverpool, the best teams, are going to punish you. And lo and behold, Liverpool stepped up their game, because Liverpool are a very good team. One thing about Liverpool, what I love about Liverpool, yeah, and look at me again, they play the game how you want it to be played. I love their quick football. It's like rock and roll. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like quick counter, bam, 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 goal. I love the way, they attack. They've got good defenders as well, Van Dijk, Robertson, Canute, at the back as well. They had Bradley as well. I thought Bradley was pretty decent as well. Yes, on Saturday as well. Salah as well, sourcing. That guy. It's at a point now. It's at a point now where Salah is just like, you don't think he's gonna miss. You don't think he's gonna miss chances now. That's the type of player he is. He's class. He's a class above. Yeah. In terms of his finishing now, he's world class. He's a world class finisher. May not be everyone's cup of tea, but for me, he starts in most teams in the world. He definitely starts at City. He definitely starts at Arsenal. And he would start probably for every other team in the league, even Chelsea. So for me, at his age, I think, this guy is easier 20, 25 goal a season every season. And I think he's going to get about 25 goals or 24, 25 goals this season. If he can, if he can stay fit throughout the season. Liverpool looked good yesterday on Saturday. Jota, beautiful goal, very good finisher. He's another guy as well that if you can keep him fit for a sustained period of time, he will score a lot of goals for you. And yeah, Liverpool looked really good. Ipswich, they had their chances, but they just weren't clinical enough. And Liverpool just punished them. Liverpool just punished them. That's the short and end of it all, really. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool just punished them and got their victory. 2-0. Jota, very good goal. Salah, good goal, and Salah of assist and a goal as well. So yeah, Liverpool, watch out for Liverpool this season. Everyone's saying City this season, yeah, but people need to look out for Liverpool as well. Yeah, people saying City and Arsenal, City and Arsenal. No. People need to watch out for City as well. So for Liverpool as well. So well done to Mr. Slot Machine on his first Premier League victory, and yeah, they look decent. I know Chris would have loved that as well. All that praise from me just now. Chris says, every game for me, Palace really lack goals for me. Can't rely on Eze. Palace forwards are at best not good enough. I thought the Palace striker, Mateta, I thought he was looking decent, at some point, but yeah, you know what, he's probably going back to type. Palace 40, Palace owners not ambitious enough. They either get to 40 points, then get towels out, or start badly, sack their manager. Then surviving final 10 games. Big up to the Assemble, Evening Rants in the chat room. Liverpool's better second half, but good win for them. Yeah, it's definitely. Oops, Bants. Sorry, should I call you Waffle? You call me what you ever want. What you want, mate. What you ever feel comfortable with. That's cool, man. Because I am the Football Bants channel as well, deep down. So, for my early members, I was called the Football Bants channel, but I changed it to Waffle TV. Don't ask me why, but I just changed it anyway because I thought it was a bit too long. Ipswich were good in the first half, as we were off. Then Slot at half time must have gave us a rocket. Yeah, because second half we were brilliant, as we all expected. And that's the beauty of having a team that reacts to their manager's instructions. It could have been so easy to just come back out and just feel sorry for yourself. But Liverpool got the job done, and they did a very professional job as well. I don't care about this feel sorry for Kwanzaa. If that was Klopp, he would have kept him on. Slot clearly saw what we didn't. Yep, I'm loving Slot. I'm loving Slot already. So blunt when answering questions. Yeah, he don't care, mate. Seriously. When you score as well, he's not even celebrating. He's just like straight face. Right. Okay. So, right. Let's move on to Arsenal then. Okay. So the Arsenal game, I watched that game. Right. What can we say about the Arsenal game? So, so for me, and I'm going to talk about Wolves to start off with. I thought Gary O'Neill set up his team very well. His team were very compact, very hard to break down in the final third. They made it very hard for us to break the lines in midfield, always breaking up play. And what didn't help, was players like Partey who kept like giving the ball away, falling over. I felt like I was watching Bambi on ice when I was watching him. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he just looked like Uncle Thomas. The uncle that gets drunk, and you have to hold him and pick him up. He just looked like that on Saturday. He looked really just didn't look fit. He just didn't look like he was on it. Apart from that though, we looked all right, a bit robotic, a bit systematic. And I was yawning. I'll be honest with you. I was yawning during the game. If you ask, I was with Stepsy on Saturday, and I was yawning watching that game because I just thought this game is so boring. I was watching Martinelli running down blind alleys, just doing Martinelli. Martinelli for me has to be one of the most frustrating Arsenal players right now because he's 23 now. I can't keep saying potential. He's got bags of pace, but he just hasn't got that IQ. Yeah, he was getting into good positions, but for me, his final delivery, it's not good. I don't rate his final delivery. I don't rate his final pass. For me, Martinelli has to have a big season. Whether you agree with me or whether you don't, that's fine. I can actually critique my team and sleep well at night. I've got my pillow right over there, and I'm going to go to sleep once I've critiqued Arsenal. Arteta's teams are way too rigid. It lacks a lot of creativity. Everything's just system. Everything's just phases. Everything's just like pass. So in terms of our first goal, it was a ball from Saka on the right. He cut in and played a nice ball into Havertz. Havertz was really brave with the header. Like the goalkeeper and the defender were coming right out to Havertz. He just like headed it into the goal. I thought Havertz was really brave in that phase of play, and that was a really good goal. For me, Havertz, I can't blame Havertz for anything on Saturday. I thought he played well. Is he my cup of tea as a centre forward? No. Does he upset the defenders? Does he cause manic? Does he cause chaos up top? Yes, he does. But yeah, he got his goal yesterday. It was a good goal. Sorry, on Saturday. And so we got our goal, but we had a lot of possession, but we weren't doing much with it. And there was a really good save by Raya. Raya was really good as well. Raya was very good on Saturday. His commanding of his area and coming out to get the ball. I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was excellent on Saturday. See, I can praise my players as well. I don't just have to just like critique everything that Arteta does or any of my players. I thought Ray was excellent goal. There was a save he done in the first half where I can't remember who headed it, but the ball came in. Who's their forward? Who's their forward? I can't remember the forward's name. He's headed it. Ray is going the other way, but he's kind of like got his hand out and he's done he's made a brilliant save. So I was really proud of that moment with Ray. And yeah, believe me, I was very, very proud of him in that moment. So in terms of, let me think. So yeah, second half. Second half was was even more kind of cagey and boring and stuff until Saka. Yeah, Saka got a beauty, cut inside, bang. Now, Stepsy thinks that De Sousa, whatever his name is, should have saved that. But for me, the power, there was a defender in front of him as well that, I don't think he would have saved that. So, I thought that was a beautiful goal by Saka, and Saka done all right. I thought Saka was okay. He was industrious. He defended. I thought he had a decent game in terms of all the other players. Odegaard was good. I think Odegaard was industrious. Declan Rice, he was all right. Saliba, he was a bit meh at the back as well, giving away stupid passes. Gabriel was brilliant. Ben White, solid. Sinchenko, he was all right. He was all right. He done a decent job. Who was on Martinelli, obviously, waste man. And yeah, Partey wasn't that great for me. But yeah, good first game. It was only the first game, and that was a good win. So I'm happy with that. So we move on. 3 points. Aston Villa on 5:30 kickoff. Do we do a watch along, people? I'll let you see. Let's vote in the chat. Do you want me to do a watch along on Saturday? Let me do. I'm going to do a poll for that. Let's see what you guys say. Let me do a poll on a sec. Let's get a poll going. I ain't done a poll for ages. I've kind of forgotten how you do it now. How did you do these? I've forgotten how. Do you know what? I was doing so many polls during the Euros that I've kind of like forgotten how to do it. Where is it? Oh well, I can't. You know what? I just can't think of it when I'm tired, so forget that. So anyway, let's move on. Right. Let's move on. Let me go. So next team. What did I just do there? Sorry about that, guys. Right. Next team is gonna be Everton versus Brighton. Let me just go through the comments. Good win for Arsenal. Should have got more goals. Yep. Like and subscribe, people. Much appreciated. Havertz header was brilliant. It was quite difficult chance too. Wolves, lack of quality. Arsenal didn't have to get out second gear. Bigger tests to come for Arsenal. Yep, totally agree. I'm buzzing for Sunday. I'm going to the Liverpool versus Brentford game. Nice. Slot's first home game. Glad I got tickets because it's hard to get Premier League tickets these days. Go on, Chris. Hope you enjoy that one. Zinchenko should be playing in midfield. He's badly exposed as a fullback. I really don't get why you're not all over Tony deal. Disappointed Tony going to Saudi, but life-changing money for his family. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Arteta and Tony probably aren't a good fit together. Not making excuses, but it's probably, that's probably how it is, isn't it, for them, isn't it? So they may have discussed it, because Tony looks like an Arteta type of player. He's a bit of a bully. He works hard, but I think with what Tony did, I don't think Arsenal have integrity, so they're not going to go for a Tony, even though we all want Tony, because of what's happened. I think that's kind of like just ruined everything, to be honest. This game here, though, Everton versus Brighton. I haven't watched this game, so I can't really talk much on it, but a good win by Brighton. Adingra, I keep telling people about Adingra. Don't sleep on this brother. Do not sleep on Adingra, because he's brilliant. Mitoma, good goal. And Welbeck, 56 minutes. So Brighton, that's a very good victory. First game of the season. Everton, for me, I don't know, man. Everton got schooled by a 32-year-old. Just put it that way. Sean Dyche got schooled by a 32-year-old, or how old he is. Youngster, came to Sean Dyche's yard. The youngster just schooled you, man. Yeah. Where's this guy? Where is this guy? I should be cooking this guy today. What's his name? He was supposed to come onto the stream today, but it is what it is, man. I spoke to him by accident the other day. But hopefully I'll do a show with this guy, hopefully soon. But yeah, Everton got smashed, man, and that's a very good victory for Brighton. Moving on. And Ashley Young got sent off. Oh yeah, I just forgot to mention about the Gabriel incident as well, like with the guy when he put his hand there and stuff, like, oh man, and the guy Havertz's neck as well. That was funny. So yeah, I don't know why nothing happened to him in that game. Everton were all Brighton football was great to watch. Always said Brighton be fine. Well-run club, always replace players and managers well. Yep, they do, and that's one good thing about Brighton as well. Big respect to Brighton as well. And I don't know, my prediction, I might have to rethink my prediction, but I thought Brighton were going to finish lower, but we will see. Remember, guys, it's only the first game of the season. So Newcastle won, Southampton won. Newcastle, great victory for my late brother. Well done, because he was a Newcastle United fan. Big up to Joe Linton winning that game. Shaw now. We need to talk about Shaw getting sent off. See, I don't think he should have got sent off. People might disagree with me, but yes, he put his head forward, but the way the guy went down, I would have sent the guy off that went down. That's what I would have done. He would have got a red card just for that simulation. The way, you know what I mean? What's he doing? What are you doing? So I would have sent him off. But good, very good victory for Newcastle. And Southampton, come on now. They're like relegation fodder, aren't they? Let's be honest now. They're not really going to do that well this season. So yeah, good 1-0 victory. It's the thing is with the promoted teams, you think that they're just going to get smashed, but that's not always the case. Yeah, sometimes they've got something to prove. Good victory by Newcastle, and I've got Isak in my fantasy team as well, so he got a good assist as well. Too many marshmallows like Diaz these days is just nonsense, honestly. Marshmallows, he said. Oh, mate. But yeah, good victory. My little bro. Love you, bro. Oh, let's go on to the next fixture. Fixture, scores and fixtures. What's this? Oh. Right, so the next game is Forest and Bournemouth. 1-1. Don't know too much about this game. Okay, Chris Wood scored. Semenyo scored. Let's move on. I watched this game actually. Quite a good game, this game actually. West Ham versus Aston Villa. Someone tell me, guys. Nice one. I have Isak as my captain, Salah as vice captain. Tell me something, guys. Is it me or did Villa look really good? I know West Ham scored, but didn't Villa look really like physically imposing? They played some good football. Villa looked really good for me. They look really good. You know, Anana obviously got his header early doors from was it a set piece or was it from a set piece? You know, couldn't miss that header, but he looks like a beast. He looks very physically imposing. West Ham for me, best player on the pitch, and I'm surprised. Yeah, no one actually bought him, or no one's actually made a bid for him. He'd be gone next season. He'd definitely be gone next season because he is a player. What's his name? What is his name? I can't even think of his name right now. I'm absolutely embarrassing myself. I'll tell you it in a minute, and you'll probably know in a moment. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? What's his name? What's his name? West Ham players. I thought he's one of the man of the match. He's just sort that Rabona thing that he did to cross the ball. Yeah, kudos. That's it. That Rabona he done. Yeah, when he was in the box, do that cross, and I don't know who tried to shoot. Was it Suchek or one of those guys? Yeah, and obviously the player blocked it, but he is a player. He's someone to watch out for this season. Kudos. But I thought that Rogers guy as well from Villa. I think he looks really good. He plays on the wing. Rogers. I thought he was good. I thought Leon Bailey's now. He's turned into that player that's really annoying to play against. He's really like, I wouldn't say he's like Saka, but he goes down like Saka. Do you know what I mean? From a kick, he's always going down, isn't he? Yeah, I thought Villa are good. You know, I thought Villa were really good. So we need to be careful when we go up there on when we go to Villa on Saturday. We need to be very careful, because if we're not careful, we might get schooled. Lopetegui, yeah, Locatelli or Tegli. I don't rate him, to be honest, man. I don't think he'd be there long. West Ham pen was hash on Villa. Yeah, I agree. Villa were good. Villa game was decent game. Villa better team for me. Yeah, people jumping on bouncy castles about West Ham signings, but they need to gel in. Yeah, 100%. I totally agree with that. When Lopetegui was appointed, it always felt him and the owner's marriage made in hell. If Lopetegui don't get what he wants, he jumps ship like Jack Sparrow to Davy Jones' ship. Oh, Lopetegui, man, Lopetegui. And his style of play, I'm not really feeling his style of play as well, man. But yeah, good victory for Villa. Paqueta looked good as well. You know, he's a very good player. I'm surprised, you know, no one's coming for him as well. So yeah, good victory for Villa. Right. So how many games we've got? So yeah, last game is Man United versus Fulham. Now, I watched this game, and I'm gonna give my total unbiased opinion. For me, United got away with one. Just put it that way. United got away with one because anyhow Fulham had a better forward or better strikers, they would have lost comfortably. They would have lost easy. The way Fulham were opening them up, yeah, like a tin of tuna, like a tin of sardines. They were getting opened up at the back, yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, mad getting opened up, yeah. Their defense was all over the place. Obviously, you've got Martinez. Martinez, obviously, he's class, isn't it? He's a class of his own. Man United had their chances. Yeah, they were all right. You know, they were half decent, but I don't know. Man United just looked like, you remember, Man United are playing at home as well, so you're expecting them to be sourcing, but for me, they didn't look that great. They did not look that great. I don't know. I don't know about Man United this season. They got their victory for fair play. Xerxes come on, and you know he got his that last minute touch at the end. And it's all about victories at the end of the day. You know, it doesn't matter about my opinion on what I think, but it's all about victories. And Man United, they got their 3 points, and you build confidence. You build confidence, don't you? So, you know, good victory for Man United. Yeah, as Chris said, they deserve to win. They had chances to. Bruno's missed 2 sitters. Adama is a personal juice. That's end product of injury stuff. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I don't know. Man United just looked like it kind of like they were doing my head in, to be honest, yeah. Because I was expecting them to be like 1-2 goals up, and they just weren't putting their chances away. And I could have been quite satisfied with a draw in that game. You know, I don't think Fulham deserved to lose, so I don't know if they did deserve to win. But that's my opinion. You know, obviously we've got different opinions. You know, we're gonna have different opinions. But the team, you know, they brought on the subs, and you know, those subs helped them to win that game. But I thought Onana, he was decent in goal. I thought he done well. And yeah, Man United, you know, got their 3 points, and let's see what the second game's like for them. So yeah, let's see what the fixtures are like up and coming. I'm not going to do predictions. I think Mr. Coach's Corner will probably do the predictions, but let's go to the. So you guys just see what any Friday games? No, on Saturday. So here's the Saturday games. No games on Sunday. No games on Sunday. So there's the Saturday games for you. So early kickoff would be Brighton versus Manchester United. That should be a saucy game. That should be a good game. That should be a good game. You've got London Derby at 3 o'clock. You've got Palace versus West Ham. Maybe that's going to be a decent game. I don't know. Fulham versus Leicester. You've got Man City versus Ipswich Town. Guys, if you do fantasy league, then I'll put like Haaland captain, or whatever you do, double captain, or whatever you can do, because Ipswich are going to get murdered. There's going to be a murder on Saturday. I can't see Ipswich Town getting anything from that game. Not at home to City. So yeah, that game's literally written off. Southampton versus Forest, another ball fest. I don't entertain Forest, you know. I can't stand Forest. I'll be honest with you. I get biased. I don't like Forest. Southampton, I don't know how. That's just like a mid-off, bottom of the table off. I'm not really interested in that game. Spurs versus Everton. That's a decent game there. That should be a decent game. Spurs versus Everton. I'm assuming though Spurs will beat them though, and Villa 5:30 kickoff against Arsenal. That looks like a tasty game as well. That's going to be a very good game. So yeah, on the Sunday. Oh, hold on. There's a Liverpool playing on. Is it? Hold on. What's going on? Oh, hold on. Saturday. Sorry, people. I'm getting a bit tired now. On Sunday, we've got Bournemouth versus Newcastle. That should be an all right game. Wolves versus Chelsea. That's maybe a decent game. Liverpool versus Brentford, 4:30 kickoff. That should be that'll be a good game. You know, I don't think it's going to be as people think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a very good game. So that should be quite an entertaining game. Any games on Monday? No games on Monday. So yeah, that's the fixtures for this week. And yeah, big up to Miss Melina. Big up to Chris. Chris says United brought a striker on. They scored. Imagine my shock. So shocking, if you ask me. And Brighton 2-1 Man United. Listen, let me clip this up. I'm gonna have to clip this. So here's Chris Welsh's predictions. We just keep them up for a second because I'm going to. I'm probably going to publish them anyway in a moment. So he's got Brighton 2, Man United. Oh, good. Brighton 2, Man United 2-1. Palace 2-1. I mean, West Ham 2-1. Fulham draw. City 3-0. Southampton 1-1. Oh, man. I don't like what I'm seeing. Spurs 3-1. Villa 2-1. Oh, no. I don't want to see that. I cannot see that type of result. Chris says also Newcastle 2-1, Wolves 1-1, Chelsea, Liverpool 3-1. So yeah, not bad. Not bad, man. Not bad. But yeah, people, yeah, make sure you smash the like, share. Let me just do a quick round of big ups to the people. Big up to the Chelsea fan. Big up to Hannah, the lightweight. Hannah's probably sleeping now. Probably got school in the morning. But remember, this is the Coach's Corner, a Waffle TV show as well. This is called what's it called? I've forgotten now. What is it called? What's this show called? It's called the Honest Rival Show. That's what it's called. Big up to Chris, biggest contributor on the channel. Big up to Cameron. I haven't seen Cameron for a long time, you know. Cameron agreed a deal for Anderson. Is that right? Actually, I see Cameron in my daily chat. What I'm talking about. Big up to Cameron as well. Big up to Miss Melina. Big up to everyone else that will probably be watching this sometime in the future, or tomorrow, later on, and all of that. Big up me. Hey, I bigged you up, man. Big up Chelsea fan. I bigged you up already, man. Bigged you up. Big up to Chelsea fan as well. One of the biggest contributors as well to the channel, as always. Not forgetting you, man. Not forgetting you. Villa playing Arsenal at the right time, which is early on in my reasoning. Chris, I don't want you to be right. So don't be right. Please don't be right. Yeah? Please do not be right. I don't want you to be right. Your predictions are usually good, but I don't want you to be right. Good stream, Abs. See you next time, my friend. Hopefully, we'll have Hannah on the next stream for next week. We're going to be doing this every Tuesday, probably Wednesday, maybe a Tuesday during the week, every Tuesday. So make sure you all sub, share if you need to. Big up to all the Chelsea fans who are Arsenal fans before Rowan came in. And yeah. Make sure, guys, you know, you say your prayers before you go to bed, and you know, just pray for a win on Saturday and at the weekend, because we're coming for that league. Come on, Arsenal. Anyway, people, you know what time it is. We out.